Figured, got the house to myself right now and figured let's do a stream. I don't exactly know if it'll be an hour, but we're gonna do an hour. I was exhausted last night, sorry for the short stream. Then, got a little bit of sleep, and here we are. Here we are. Got a mosquito bite. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? But here we are. Yo, what up, Big Bubba? What up? How you doing? Figured I would do a morning stream and yeah, go from there. My fucking watch time went down like 100 hour, or like 100 minutes, or however they accumulate that. Devastating me. Yo, Colostrum, what's up, buddy? Yep, I'm live early today. Live early. Family had stuff they had to do, so I was like, I'll go live. Doing good. How about you? I'm all right. I'm worn out, you know, but happy to be talking about fights. So I'm excited for that. Appreciate you guys being here for sure. Remember to watch the playlist of this weekend's fights. The only fight I didn't talk about was Klein and Martinez. You excited about the Nashville card? You've been going live back to back. Yeah, I went live Monday and last night, and then I'm going live tonight. Or I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm excited for the card. I think it potentially, I talked about it last night. I think there could be about 10 finishes. It just all depends on the girl fights. Did you start a stream? We gonna come from? Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. I am about 80 away from 4,000. Unbelievable. Fatima is gonna beat the brakes off Melissa. We'll see. Melissa got robbed of a TKO in her last win, Shouldn't have went to a decision. She was beating the piss out of that girl. And remember, they thought it was a cup shot, but it was a body shot, and they didn't give it to her. Brutal. I think if Klein gets her down, it could be a problem. But I like Melissa's. I like her striking, and I like her movement. So it could be a sneaky win for Melissa. Shit, I think that's her. Yeah, she only had one so far. What's up, Trader? I'm just sitting in my kitchen. That's what all this is. I'm just sitting here at the table. It's a fucking mosquito bite. I'm allergic, so. Is what it is. Melissa has good striking, but she's a atomweight. She's too small. That's fair. That's fair. I just really like her style. I like her kicks. It can make Klein a little weird in that fight, especially if Klein rushes it and she's trying really hard to get takedowns. If she's not setting it up well, it could cause weird things. So, what's up, Parkin? What's up? What up? Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, I'm allergic, so if I get bit, yeah. And then my work and stuff, it consistently rubs it. So it's been 6 days of getting rubbed on. It's ridiculous. Yo, what up? 2 a.m. Holy shit, Bitsy. Whoa. Yeah, I just got here. I just got live. So appreciate you, buddy. Just seen you hours ago. Appreciate you being here, Bitsy. 2 a.m. Whew. It's 11 a.m. here for me. Do I eat animals? I like some steak, some chicken. Yes, I like chicken. I like steak. Burgers are all right. Yeah, I haven't slept since, and you're up. Yep, yep. Sorry for last night, dude. I was exhausted. So sorry for that. 119 here in Vegas. Is that true? Are you sure about that? That seems wild. Holy hell. If you guys can, slap that like button. Share the stream. It helps out so much. So much. Yeah, during that freaking 4th of July, I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday technically off, but I had to work it, you know, bills and all that stuff. So I worked every day, so I didn't do lives. But what was the point of what I was saying? Oh yeah, my fucking watch time went down so much, so I'm trying to build it back up. So, but we're about 80 away from 4,000. So when we hit 4,000. We're doing a long stream. Long stream. I went through the first 5 breakdowns. Have to watch the rest of your predictions. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. I also have a betting video out. The odds and stuff for this week. There's a lot of overs that I like on this card. Loner versus Johnson. Who do I got? I think Loner's power could make that fight fun, but Johnson's output in cardio could make it look easier than I think it's gonna be. I like the power from Loner. Damn, I remember when you were at 300. Yeah, I know, man. Me too. Fuck. Hold on, I'm about to make a fake account. To the picture more of the odds and stuff, but for some reason on the video it doesn't show that. So next time I do it, I'll make sure it's zoomed in a little bit more so you guys can see the odds that I'm talking about. Like I show it, I'm on it, but I'll have it zoomed in a little bit more so you can see it. See the odds yourself, you know. But I just go to fight odds is where I'm at. Hold on, let me sub with my other account as well. Appreciate you, man. If you use a fake account, just have it on repeat. Just have that shit playing on loop. All that stuff helps. And then I think I'm gonna do a members only stream here soon. I think I'm gonna do something like that. I also think I'm gonna do something with Twitch. I'm not a huge Twitch guy, but I think exposure and all that stuff is good. So I think when I'm live at night, I think I'm also gonna go live on Twitch. So I'll just have to remember to look at the chat and stuff on that as well. What's going on here? We're talking about UFC. I keep seeing people actually think Ilya beats DDP. What? That doesn't even make sense. And yeah, he could hang in there, but the mass difference is too much. Height wouldn't matter, but being almost 100 pounds more is crazy. Height wouldn't matter. What are you talking about? What? Yes, it would matter. What's your take on goofy Ilya DDP takes? I hate it. That's stupid. DDP is a middleweight. He's 185. No. No. It's a personal account to separate sports from content. Oh, okay. Rebecca Duncan, who do I have? Rebecca. I think Duncan can make it weird with early guillotine chokes, early submissions, but he has a weird chin. Yeah, I like Rebecca's pressure. I like his grappling. He's very strong when he gets on top. I think Duncan's only chance is early. Chemistry? Nah. Nah. No. I mean, there are weight divisions for a reason, like what? Yeah. It doesn't even make sense to me why that's even being talked about. Obviously, is pound for pound better, but DDP is big even for a middleweight. Pound for pound better. Elias Topuria should not be in the top 5 of pound for pound. You have to have longevity. You have to have a reign. He hasn't even defended his titles yet. He has good wins, but longevity, baby. That's the name of the game for this GOAT conversation. Come on, you know. These fat heavyweights need to lose some fat. I mean, okay. Oh, also, I was thinking about this because I had seen something with The Ultimate Fighter yesterday. I haven't watched the episode per se, but I've seen this. I watched the last episode where Nick, I don't remember his name. nicked something. He got the TKO win, knocked the guy out. The guy was backing up the whole time against the cage. Either way, dude, DC as a coach frustrates the hell out of me because he has a lot of knowledge. But like last night and the week before, his guy is he kept backing up, but he was backing up because this guy was so aggressive. Also, they were talking to him in training montages or whatever in the interviews, saying that this guy, he likes to rush in, tire him out, and then you can do your striking and all that. But he kept backing up, and then he gets KO'd, and DC's like, you can't back up. You can't fucking back up. Dude, he was being so annoying that I was like, am I the only one that thinks he's being annoying right now? Because he's just like, you can't fucking back up, dude. What are you doing? You gotta move forward. It's like, okay, but the whole thing you guys were training was to catch him coming in, was to understand that he was gonna pressure you, and you could see the guy try to do a check left hook. And then last night, I guess the guy had lost, and he was like, dude, that's an easy win. That was an easy win. I was like, DC, shut the fuck up, please. Sorry about that. That's a crazy take, otherwise I agree it hasn't aged enough. Yeah, it hasn't aged. He hasn't even defended. He hasn't made one title defense. I guess the one is Holloway. So I'll be wrong on that. But you gotta defend it more than that. Can I ask a question of myself? Don't know. That's disgusting. What do you want to see Ruffy fight next? Ooh, man. Bahamondes? Bahamondes who Fazeev just beat? Yeah, let's do that. Over Becky? That might not be the same person. No. Yeah, Bahamondes. Ilya has yet to stand in those championship fights. Winning a belt can be easy. For an up-and-coming, actual defending the belt against the best is even harder and has potential, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. I checked out 318. I like the card from start to finish. Me too. Like, people keep being like, this card is a disaster. I was like, why? Like, you don't have to have, it doesn't have to be like big superstars every single fight. You guys know it. When I'm live for the fight night sometimes, the cards, like the big names, aren't necessarily big. Sometimes those are the best cards. Sometimes those are the best cards. Because there's so many finishes. Best 3 back-to-back wins. But yeah, we need to let his career marinate. If you beat Islam and one more, he is the GOAT. But if he loses to Islam, oh boy, would he fully... No. If he beats Islam, he's not the greatest of all time. He has a great stretch, but he's not the greatest of all time. That's wild. Wild. Also, his win over Volkanovski, like, good win, sure. You lost the first round, but also Volkanovski should never have been fighting. Just got head kick KO'd, flatlined against Islam Makhachev. Steps in against Ilya. Didn't really give himself a chance to take punishment at all because you can't get knocked out and jump back in. Taitu Avasa's done it. Tafon did it against Azamat Murzakanov, I think his name is, with the flying knee. He came in and fought Carlos Olberg, got flatlined in a minute or so. You can't, if you get KO'd, you can't come right back. You haven't given yourself enough time to recover. And that's what happened with Volkanovski. He even says now he shouldn't have taken the fight. He shouldn't have taken it. So, like, that win to me is, like, null and void because it's a great win. Easy prediction for sure. There's no Volkanovski was going to win that fight. No way. But he wasn't even Volkanovski. He was like a half human because he can't take shots because he was just KO'd. And also Max Holloway fight, it was 1-1 going into the third. It was a very competitive fight. And people they don't like to acknowledge that it was a competitive fight. If Holloway had any power at all, that fight might have been a little different. But Topuria didn't have to respect anything that Holloway was doing because Holloway has no power. It's just like pity-patty, which is awesome. It's Holloway, But with a guy like Topuria who can counter you, and that's what happened. But, I mean, Charles, Oliveira was his most dominant win. And of course he knocked him out. That's Charles' style. Move forward, almost damn near brawl, and try to grapple. The whole game plan for Charles changed because he got cut on that eyebrow. You seen him immediately switch. Like, oh shit, I'm cut now. With that check left hook. Sorry. Anyways. Ruffy sleeps Viziev. I agree. Abu Dhabi card is stacked. I like it. That's the Whitaker one. I won't be live for that one. I have a baby shower I have to go to. 318 isn't great, but isn't 312 by 80 mans. I like 318. Who will be the last undefeated fighter in Fighting Nerds? I think Silva will be the one. His barking is a bit annoying, though. I agree about that. His barking is a bit annoying, but again, that's another guy. Doesn't have a lot of quality wins. And what I mean by that, it's not disrespect, is we don't know. Like Lopez, we didn't know. He fought Volk with 5 rounds. Cardio looked great. I thought Volk did very well. But with, fighting Volkanovski and getting the 5 rounds, we now know he could go 5 rounds. His output could do that. We don't know that on Gene Silva. So can he win early rounds? Sure. But does Lopez take over after round 3? Possibly. My problem is they are lowering our standards on a good pay-per-view. My standard is not lower. I've never thought you have to have a unbelievably stacked card for a pay-per-view. I mean, Poirier Holloway sells for itself. I'll pay $80 to see that every weekend. Jon Jones is a very sticky situation. He remains retired. Tom will be known as the guy who retired John and known as a duck. If he loses to Tom, his legacy will be known as the guy who lost. I don't agree. I don't agree. John's legacy is intact. Tom Aspinall hasn't done anything. I think Tom's good, but he hasn't beaten anybody. Jon Jones is a two-division world champion, multiple-time world champion, only because of his fuck-ups outside of the octagon. He's had a few close fights. I mean, Jon has nothing left to do. Azad versus Andre Lima. Who wins? Azad is not fighting Andre Lima. Oh, you're talking about, Andre Lima for sure. Tapore's a dog, bro. Volk did his best. That's a guy who's nonstop taking digs his whole life. The head kick was nice, but it's not what lost him the fight. What the fuck are you talking about? What, Joshua? The head kick is what knocked him out in the Islam fight. Sir, what are you talking about? That is exactly what lost him the fight. Oh, the head kick. Oh, you're talking about him getting KO'd? Yes, it is. If someone goes and gets KO'd and then gets in another street fight, your ability to take damage is significantly lower. That's how that works. That's why you get medically suspended. That's why. Because you're not supposed to do that. Yes, it is. That's exactly why he lost the fight. Ilya's never really fought anyone in their prime. Fair. But Holloway had success. You have to rate modern champs wins higher than old champs. I'd argue beating Oliveira and Max is more impressive than, say, Silva's whole title run. The skill gap was way higher back in the day. Sure, but the margin for error, even back in the day for Silva, is much higher than it is for Ilya because they're bigger guys. It's like saying DJ's wins are great, but like Brock Lesnar's wins aren't great. Or Cain Velasquez. No, Cain Velasquez are better than DJ's because the margin for error for Cain is much smaller than DJ. Because DJ can take chances. Cain can't take chances. Francis can't take chances. Stipe can't take chances. So like now DJ's run was incredible, but it's not like a heavyweight run because the margin for error for those guys is much higher. Or much lower is what I mean. UFC has a lot of fighters. Every card cannot have a household name already. The Izzy's, Pereira, Volks, etc. will be out of the rotation in 2 years. Agreed. People can't complain about cards not having stars, man. Exactly. Especially when we're getting cards every fucking weekend. Yeah. But yeah, the Volk win has asterisks to it. Got softened by Islam. 100%. Why did Charles fell? Did you see him hit his head on his knee? Yeah. That sucked. It sucks seeing Charles get finished, but I wasn't surprised. I didn't even acknowledge, like, oh, he's out cold. Like, that'd been the first time. Simply because of the fact, like, I knew he was getting finished. I knew it. Joe's legacy is completely tarnished. No, it's not. What? Yep, absolutely, Dallas. Roy's disqualified from the GOAT conversation. Go take Roy's and tell me if you can be a good fighter. No. No. I didn't explain myself correctly. My bad. Jones' legacy will be fine. It's more of his reputation and credibility that will be damaged if he ever does lose, which I think not. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I disagree because it's only going to be damaged by the guy that by the fans, not casuals, but by the fans that don't understand what Jon has done in his time. Like, it's not tarnished it to me at all. I've watched his entire run. I watched when he was undefeated. I watched him lose to Matt Hamill by some bullshit referee asking a deaf guy, "Can you continue?" And then when he doesn't answer, he says, he waves the fight off. So again, no. When you know what he has done in the sport, when you know what he's done in 2 divisions, when you know what he's done with all the shit that he's gone on outside of the octagon to come back and do this, take all this time off, come back and beat the #1 guy in the rankings, all of these things, his legacy's never tarnished. Unless he commits does M and goes to prison, then it would be tarnished. But his legacy inside the cage can never be tarnished. The old guard is done. Black Beast in Nashville this weekend. I got nosebleed tickets. Let's go. Would not have changed the outcome. Can't say that because you don't know. You don't know. We've seen Volk take big shots before and get back up and keep going. So we don't know. Also, Volkanovski was winning the first round. Topuria legitimately could not touch him in the first round. So that's not true. Everyone thinks if Jones doesn't fight Tom, he's scared. That's crazy. You think Jon is scared of Tom? It's wild to me. Tom has nothing that Jon hasn't seen before. There's nothing to be scared of. Jones lost to Reyes, ducked Ngannou, and Aspinall was on PDs his whole career, and still the greatest of all time. Didn't duck Ngannou, told Ngannou that he was going to take time off, build to heavyweight, and Ngannou said, "See you later." So, no. Mason Ryan. Oh, okay. Yo, what's up, Elite? Max beat Dustin next week and calls out Ilya Topuria rematch for the lightweight belt and wins. Let's go. I low-key think Van will beat Pantoja. Van has good takedown defense and is hard to hold down, and he has good cardio and way better than Pantoja on the feet. Yeah, the question is can he defend the back takes? Because Pantoja doesn't necessarily need takedowns. He needs to get his back. Because if he gets his back, he's very hard to get off, like we seen with Kai Kara France. What's up, Jordan? Here's everyone. We can Lewis Teixeira. Lewis. Max is good, but will never beat Ilya. Okay. It was 1-1, so possibly. DJ wins are great, but isn't better than Pantoja. The modern competition is just much better. A single win now is equal to 3 wins 15 years ago. That's just not true. That's not true. Max gets knocked out by Dustin. No. You are really good at baiting. Okay. Like and subscribe, chat. Absolutely. Appreciate you. I can't stand Oliveira fans, but watching him in that state was not pleasant. Yeah, the Oliveira fans are hard. I just kind of separated because Charles is incredible. I love Charles Oliveira. Have to. Yo, what's up? UFC fan? Yep. I can't stand Oliveira. Oh, yeah. Yep. Pantoja can take the back from anywhere, and his elusiveness is insane. 100%. Is that my real hair? Yes. Yes, it's my real hair. 100%. Absolutely. Yes. Again, if you guys can slap that like button, I'd appreciate you. Appreciate you. JDM versus Topuria is more interesting fight than Islam. I disagree. Because I want to see Topuria and Islam grapple. JDM Topuria doesn't last 3 rounds. The way that Aspinall fans are presenting themselves is kind of pathetic, to be honest. I don't think Aspinall would approve of it, even with the views on Jon. I think he would just kind of laugh it off, unfortunately. I'm not sure, man. Derek is like 40 years old now. Teixeira looking good in those last few fights. He's fought nobody. Beating Justin Tafa is nothing. is nothing. That's the issue. Derek Lewis has way better wins. Also, if Derek touches Teixeira, Teixeira goes night-night. Because there's no information on Teixeira. Also, he was getting hit in the Contender Series fight. So, is that your real voice? Obviously. Max wasn't washed fighting Topuria. He just dropped Gaethje right before. He wasn't primed, but I don't know why the narrative started with him being washed. No, the thing that should be talked about is going up the weight like he did and putting all the muscle and then dropping the weight. I mean, that had something to do with it because you can't do that. So, where did I buy the t-shirt? No idea. My wife bought it for me. Yeah, Derek being 40 at heavyweight isn't anything to me, really. Bro, Max is in his prime. Isn't he like 28? No. He'll be 34 this year. I believe he's born in 91. He's same age as Brian Ortega, but he's a few months older, I believe. Even if he's a lot of miles, he is still young. He's not 28. He's like 33. Yeah, 33. I think he'll be 34 this year. Yeah, I believe he was born in 91. You can only be who they put in front of you, brother. And yeah, I know Lewis has some power in those hands if he connects good night. Absolutely. Yeah, I understand you can only fight who's put in front of you, but you can't say he's looked good in his last few fights. He hasn't fought anybody. Like I said, beating Justin Tafa the way he did, Justin Tafa hasn't looked good in his last few fights. You know what I mean? Oh, my bad. He isn't touching gold again. Fuck. I hope Derek wins for the lore for real. Yeah, I love it. I would love Lewis to win. Also, Teixeira can accept, he can have a couple losses. He can have a loss. Derek Lewis loses again in spectacular fashion. We might get him retired. I don't want to see Derek Lewis retire. When you say he hasn't fought anyone, that's stupid. Any UFC fighter is dangerous no matter the ranking. What? Obviously. That's not what I said. I was just commenting on saying that you can't, that he's looked good in his last few fights. We can't say he's looked that good because he hasn't fought anybody. It'd be like saying you fought 4 Chris Dawkinses and you knocked him out in the first round. It's like, yeah, he has 4 knockouts, but who's he fought? He hasn't fought anybody. Go to pray, okay. Any UFC fighter is dangerous? I wouldn't say that. There's been some really piss poor UFC fighters. So, like Walt Harris, dog shit. I love Lewis. He is such a gimmick fighter. He would have thrived in the Pride era. I value crazy brawlers such as much as technical ninjas. I don't think he would have done well in Pride because you can kick on the ground. I think that would have been a problem for Derek. Every time I think about it, I see that 6'8" chin just floating towards Lewis. Exactly. CM Punk fought in the UFC. Exactly. CM Punk is not dangerous. Mike Jackson is not dangerous. Just as much as I meant. I feel you. Okay. That makes much more sense. Yeah. As I'm getting older, I like the Pereira, like technical striking. I just like that. Brawling's fun. I just don't think it can last. The problem is that Lewis got tired very quickly. Gets tired very quickly. That's not true. Yeah, Joel Blee's terrible. Yeah. Derek Lewis doesn't get tired that fast. It's not true. He just went 3 rounds with Nascimento. He went 5 rounds with Jailton Almeida. I wouldn't say he gets tired that fast. Thoughts on the fighting nerds, upcoming fights, Silva, Lopez, Kai, Imavov. I think Imavov can make that fight weird because of his movement. I like Lopez, or I like Silva, but Lopez, he just went to war with Volk. So, if you were a matchmaker, who would you make Gaethje versus Arman for #1 contender? I think Gaethje loses every single top 5 fight besides with Vazeev. and maybe Dariush. But I think like the top 3 guys all beat Justin Gaethje. Do you think you could win a fight with the worst flyweight on the roster? I could beat CM Punk. I could beat Mike Jackson. Oh, Gabriel Miranda. I could beat. That guy's awful. Yeah. Yeah. Fiziev got robbed on the first fight. I thought he won the first fight pretty clearly. I thought he won 2-1. Taliesin has much more questionable stamina than Lewis, by far, especially if Lewis starts grappling him, wear him out. I hope Lewis doesn't grapple because I don't want to see Derek Lewis tired because then he's way more susceptible to getting KO'd. I like him just to take his time, set stuff up, and try to find a KO shot and stay off the cage. That's the big thing. Does Lewis have good ground game? He's big boy. I mean, he's taken a lot of fighters down before. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. He's only had 2 fights in the big leagues, but I watched some of his fights in Brazilian promotion he was in before. Yeah, but he's not fighting anybody. So I'm just saying, like, he can look really good against bad competition. You know? Unbelievable that you think that you could, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I could. The wall is red because someone painted it red. What? Let's see Ian versus Bilal. Oh, God, that fight would be awful. Does Army get starched by Ilya? Yes. You bitch, you didn't say O'Malley was beating Marab. Okay. Congratulations. You got a fight correct. Nah, Bilal versus Usman, battle of the, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see that fight either. I don't want to see that. Bilal can just sit back and retire at this point. Thoughts on Islam versus JDM? I believe Islam beats JDM at 170. I agree. I think JDM makes too many mistakes on the ground. Explain someone asked why the hell was red, so I explained how paint works. Oh, oh, okay, my bad. Hamza versus Imavov is the best fight possible. Disagree. 100% disagree. Hamza at DDP is the best fight possible. Imavov, no. Trump watched the live. You suck. I would beat the fuck out of you. Come here, buddy. Come here. I'll go live after I'm done. Do you train in anything? CM Punk was not a good fighter. Exactly. But he was consistently in good shape. CM Punk was generally embarrass you. That's not true, sir. That is not true. Did you watch any of his fights? That's not true, sir. He would KO CM Punk easy. I would choke the fuck out of CM Punk. What is written on your shirt? It's a D&D. It's a D&D shirt. Watch it, Kenya. CM was a punching bag. Yeah. Guys, DDP can be Hamzat. Don't underestimate the South African. Exactly, 100%. DDP versus Chimaev will feed nations. Yes, it will. Let's go, DDP. Let's go, baby. I believe you can beat CM Punk. Oh, I could. You watch CM Punk fight? Oh, I could. Ilya is the new king, bro. Oh, he has to defend titles. We'll see. We'll see. It's called I'm allergic to mosquito bites. So, it is what it is. Hamzat subs DDP round 1, bitch boy. Okay. It's easy to type stuff. It's easy to type stuff, buddy. People overhyping the fuck out of JDM. His only path to victory would be stealing Islam's nose, resulting in a TKO for Islam. No, I definitely think JDM has a path to victory. It's defending takedowns and throwing combinations. Working the body. You know? You the baddie and the baddie. What? Banging and bending up Ilya? I don't think Patty would do very well. He leaves his chin way too up there. I'm about to as well. Boy, don't worry about it. Okay, come here. Come here. It's also easy to say you can beat CM Punk in a fight. It's not easy to say. I could. Mike Jackson, I could. Those are awful fighters. This is Teixeira's first test in heavyweight. Let's see how he does, brother. Exactly, Jordan. Fiziev batters Ilya? No. Ilya mollywops Fiziev. Have you seen him in his last 2 fights? Yeah. Where's the chin been? Yeah. Up. What do you mean? The Tony Ferguson fight? Up. Michael Chandler fight? Up. Of course, if you watch his fights, his chin's been up. All the haters only embarrassing themselves, adding to your algorithm. Always appreciate your lives and good takes. Appreciate you, man. Majority of MMA fans are retarded. Don't let them get to you, MMA now. Oh, I won't. Oh, I won't. Yo, bro, just dropping, dude. Have a good day. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Definitely not. What's up, man? What's up? You look like you weigh 89. I don't know what that is, but okay. I weigh less than you do, but okay. Last two fights, your chat, you lad. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? Ilya versus Vazeev? Yeah, Ilya would beat Vazeev. How's that one? Watching? What? 6-1. I guarantee you wouldn't. Guarantee you. He schooled Mike Chandler. Is Michael Chandler that good now? Michael Chandler is 39 years old this year. Congrats. You schooled him on the ground. Armin versus Ilya, who would win? Ilya. Armin's striking defense is bad. I got hands, bro. All I see is your stupid comments. Ilya versus Vazeev would a really cool fight. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think Ilya would. Yeah, it'd be a problem, I think. Yeah, exactly. Is that your real hair? Yes. Yes. He's never been that good. Oh, he was good in Bellator. He was good in Bellator. Also, he still finished Dan Hooker, which is incredible. Why is everyone acting like DDP versus Khamzat isn't 50-50 as it gets? Generally one of the hardest fights to predict. Yes. My take is either Khamzat round 1 or DDP round 4 or 5. Yeah, I just think DDP is going to grind it out. Why you are angry? Not at all. I think Armin is going to maul Ilya. No. Ilya is better everywhere than Armin. Everywhere. Khamzat subs Drysis round 1 next. Ooh, okay. Dude, Joshua Van versus Pantoja is such an incredible fight. I'm thinking early 2026 in Jersey. I think Van wants to fight him in December. I think that's what it was. November or December of this year. You suck in picks, chump, Khamzat, mauls, DDP. Okay. Okay. My 60% of predictions over 1,000 predictions is just terrible. Chandler was good. He wasted his end of his prime waiting for Conor. Agreed. Agreed. This guy's really interested in your hair. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. For sure. You were on O'Malley's nuts, I remember. Definitely wasn't on his nuts. I liked his striking. I thought his movement could beat Marab. Obviously, I was wrong. Dude is asking the same question. Yep, he is. DDP is trash and Ilya is up on his ass. What are you talking about? Thinks he's the guy, but man runs from Volk. DDP is not trash. That's ridiculous. Ilya could never do anything against a 185er. Never. Never. Yeah. Blakovic said on Polish podcast he has a fight in November. I couldn't care less. Blakovic is nothing. Drizzy, don't be a coward. 319 is an absolute unstoppable. Wait, is an unstoppable force. Means a new law. Just agree down gorilla swings. Yeah, I like Chimaev and DDP. Khamzat is a middleweight champion of the world. No, he's not. 60% out of 1,000. So you're wrong about half the time. Your hair is nice though. Strong strand line. Yeah, absolutely. It's over 1,000. So I'm just throwing fucking numbers out. Bro, how do you not like Jan? Because he's never been interesting to me. Everyone hypes up his KO wins, but he's a decision guy. Is on subs Jack as well? Yes. Does your Jackie's gonna beat him, or are you not stupid? I mean, I've said it 1,000 times what it is. You just don't like to listen to what I'm saying. But you like to comment. Ilya could win a middleweight, just not a top 10. He could not win a middleweight. Maybe against the worst fighter, but... Oh, I'm on his dick now because I said he's going to win? That makes a lot of sense. DDP does have insane cardio and durability expectation. Expecting both to keep showing improvements. It's going to be a heat. Yes, it will be. Ilya could not beat a 185. Are you guys smoking crack? Who's your favorite fighter of all time? Cowboy Cerrone, bonjour. Sup? DDP had dominant clinch position and took himself down. Yes, he did. Jon Jones is the best. Yep, absolutely. Mine was BJ Penn. That's fair. Ilya could probably be an unranked heavyweight like Chris Dawkins or Parker Porter. Agreed. Guys, drop a like. Absolutely. Slap that like button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Probably go live for another about 10 minutes or so. About another 10 minutes. You have done nothing but bang on about DDP. How? How? Because I said he was going to win? What are you talking about? You say stupid things, apparently. If John comes back and beats Tom, then what? Yep. Kayla Harrison versus Nunes. Which way you leaning? I'm leaning towards Nunes. I think Harrison, if she can get her to the ground, she can beat her up. But her strike defense is not great. BJ Penn was great, man. Absolutely, yeah. He was great. You said I was all over them when all I said was they would win. That's literally all I said. How did I say, how was I riding Ilya's dick? That doesn't even make any sense. Because I said he wouldn't be good at 185. Because he would beat Arman. DDP beats Hamza. That's riding someone's dick? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm happy to see Vince's Oliveira fight. Me too. Vince's Oliveira versus Ilya's brothers would be good. Ilya's brother is bad. Oliveira would destroy him. Must be a lot of guys with Napoleon complex in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Just know this. Everything you say is your opinion. Obviously, idiot. It's my channel. I'm here giving my opinion. What? What? The Rooming Wallmaker versus Taporia's brother? Oh, please, Wallmaker. Maul him. God. BJ Penn, like Michael Jordan, was ahead of his time, but any top 10 lightweight beats up BJ Penn? Yes. Yes. Real ones know Khabib has the most padded record in UFC history. His record is like 12-0. Correct. Ilya's brother, haha. Someone said he might be even better than Ilya. Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. No. Muslim guys were saying Khabib beats Floyd in boxing. Khabib's striking was not good. Not good. It doesn't mean he's bad. It just means he's overrated. And he is. He is. Super overrated. My honest opinion on Conor, he's a R pissed. So, don't care about him. I saw one guy say Ilya would knock out GSP. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But he can't beat Floyd on boxing 100%. Yeah, no. 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 I don't know if he could beat Jake Paul, and I think Jake Paul is awful. Just, he's a better boxer than Khabib. Khabib is a grappler. The whole boxing world with Jake Paul having him ranked for a title shot is fucking stupid. Conor's a cokehead, obviously. You're a gaming chair sitter, I'll take it. What? Conor's greatest fighter alongside Pereira? Absolutely not. Good prime, though. Not a great fighter, but incredible prime. Do you think Volk should move up to 55 to finish career? No. No. I just don't think he should rush fights. I don't think he should have a crap load of fights. I think he needs the time to properly get down and stuff like that. Khabib's striking was good for what he needed it for. Everything it was for the takedown. Exactly. But in boxing, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. Conor and Pereira, neither are even top 10. I don't care. Okay. I think there's an argument for Pereira. 2-division world champion, defended the title multiple times. There's an argument for him to be in the top 10. Not Conor. Not Conor. Conor never defended. So, Mikizzy Costa, one of my favorite recently. Glad he's taking a break. He's already fought like 3-4 times this year. Yeah. That Erosa fight was incredible. No, Adam, I'm good. Girl, where are you from? Indiana. Does Walter take down Kennedy down? Take down Kennedy down and hold him down? He's looking yoked. I mean, it's always weird when people are like, this guy's looking like incredible shape. It's like, that doesn't mean a lot because a lot of these guys are going to come in good shape. It doesn't mean they're going to win. But there's a possibility that Walter submits him. But I like Kennedy's striking. When Islam stood with Dustin and traded shots, I was like, okay, he can bang. Oh, he hurt Dustin early, too. When is Shamil the GOAT Gaziv fighting? I don't know. That's a good question. Do it ever come on my live reels again, Sausage? You're on mine. So. Hi, Viking, bro. What's up? Vaziv would work Ilya? I don't think so. I think the power of Ilya would work Vaziv. Especially the way that Vaziv fights. Yeah, I think he'd get folded like Charles. Pereira is arguably overrated as fuck. Lost. What? But I'm biased. I tend to hate fighters with annoying fan bases. Well, you can't hate the fighter for the fan base. It's not the fighter's fault. The elbow and straight Charles landed on Ilya. Yep. Yep, it did. Can Gene Silva beat Volk? Early, yes. Vaziv doesn't have the best chin. Correct. Don't make Sandhagen versus Merab. I think fight is O'Malley versus Corey in Vegas during December. Somebody has to fight Merab. And that fight is trash. I'm not a fan of Corey Sandhagen at all. I don't think Vaziv gets folded, respectfully agree. Okay. I don't want to see Vaziv get folded. Yes. How about the Van Royval fight? Best fight in a long time, I think. Fight of the year. Well, it's between that and Moda and Nazim Sadikov. It's between those two. So. Great fight, though. Adam, go do something. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the puppy. I'll leave you frozen like Elsa. Let's go. Honestly, I've been saying before he was champion that I think Merab finishes Corey by ground and pound. God, I hope so. Please shut that guy up. Sandhagen chokes everyone. He chokes no one. He chokes nobody. So, no. No. He chokes no one. Nobody. Chokes every time I said. Oh. My bad, buddy. Shit. I misread that. Yes, he chokes every time. My bad. Head to exactly, yeah. Also, awful game plan for Davison. What are you doing? Merab has 2 finishes in the UFC. Anyone saying Merab by finish has no idea what they are talking about. Well, yes. The problem is if Merab can't even threaten with chokes like he did with Sean O'Malley, it makes him so much more dangerous. So if he can do that, then he does finish Corey. The problem is because if he doesn't get a finish, I do think he still mauls him. Even if he doesn't choke him out or whatever, I still think he mauls him by a 5-round decision. I really hope Lopez beats Gene. I think Volk would be a good experience. Will be good experience, shorter opponents, just scary powder. I believe in Lopez. He didn't even throw a single kick against Volk. Yeah, it didn't really make a lot of sense, the game plan, but he looked good in moments. Manel Kopp is the best featherweight. Flyweight? Jesus. Flyweight? Yes. I think he's the dark horse. Merab by exhaustion? Yeah. Corey is way bigger. Taller, sure, but, you know. I just think Merab is very bad stylist, no matchup for Corey. He is. I've been saying for the longest time that Merab finishes Corey. It's interesting. And again, he has the ability to, yes. Charles said Ilya was the hardest puncher he's ever faced. Who's next at 155 for Topuria? Probably Patty, because they have a rivalry. They don't like each other. You could sell a lot of, you could sell a lot of tickets with that fight. But probably Armin, and I think he beats both guys. Patty's a harder fight than Armin. KO or TKO the night prediction. Um. Ooh. Ooh. Morgan Sherry and Nate the Train. I think Morgan flatlines him. I'm more excited about Gene versus Diego than Hamzat Chimaev DDP. Gene versus Diego is going to be a wild fight. I think so is Chimaev and DDP, but yeah. Doesn't Corey cut from 170? I don't think so. He's taller but smaller. Exactly. Yes, he is. How come no one talks about how stacked the welterweight division is? JDM, Islam, Bilal, Sean Brady, Shavkat, Usman. Welterweight is more stacked than lightweight now, in my opinion. I disagree because Bilal, he's not going to do anything else. Brady, yes. Shavkat, yes. Usman's on his last run, couple fights. I don't think it's. I think the 55-pound division is more stacked, just more crazy matchups. Because like Bilal, Sean's not a fun fight. Bilal, Shavkat's not a fun fight. Bilal, Usman's not a fun fight. Shavkat, Usman's not a great fight. Usman, Brady, that's interesting, but not fun, really. But you do a lot of matchups in 55, it's more interesting. Is that your real hair? Keep asking the same question. Looking at Umar versus Sandhagen, then Merab versus Corey. Crazy difference in Merab handles Corey striking would be Corey's best chance, though. I think best chance for Corey is his scrambling ability. I don't think striking because he has no power. I want to see Gene get knocked out. Okay. Ian Gary. Oh, and Ian Gary. But I don't think Gary is ever going to do anything. MMA YouTube pages are dominating the feeds, though, on MMA Guru. Thoughts on MMA Guru? Whatever he's doing is working. I can't be upset with the guy. I can't. It's not my cup of tea, but he gets a lot of clicks, he gets a lot of views, and he has a lot of subscribers. Whether I think it's clickbaity, whether I think it's rage-inducing that he's doing, whatever he's doing is working. So, props to him. Bilal said on his YouTube he's fighting Ian in November. Okay. I don't think that fight's going to be fun at all. I actually think Brady does better than JDM. Islam will struggle with his density. Crazy to think Bilal TKO'd him. Rare Bilal badass moment. Yeah, correct. It's a different matchup. I think JDM on the feet beats the hell out of Islam. Even though I do think Islam has good striking. He has a great straight left or straight right, whatever. He has good straight. And he has head kicks obviously are nice. Even take away the Volk knockout. It's always been there. His striking's underrated. But obviously his ground game is where I think he submits JDM. Well, Sean Brady, it's interesting because they're going to... The striking for Islam, I think, is a strength against Brady. And then the jiu-jitsu for Islam, I think, is a strength against Brady. But I think the wrestling of Brady makes that fight really fun. $500 and my pickup? Oh, okay. Miru is fucking comedy. Okay. Guru's videos aren't great, but his live streams are comedy gold. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. The fight that really got me in the UFC was the start of Diego Sanchez. Like, we had absolute fireworks. That was an incredible fight. Oh, you need to go back and watch Diego Sanchez versus Joe Riggs. That's a wow. Pantoja mauls Van and won? No. Pantoja has never beaten anyone. That's not true. Beat Royval, beat Moreno, Yeah. This is will be his 5th title defense. Even though I don't think Esther Kerr should have gotten a title shot. I don't think Kai Kara-France should have gotten a title shot. I don't think Usyk should have gotten a title shot. He still has done really good work. What's up? I don't care. Is that your real hair? Keep saying the same stuff, but okay. I wish Van would get one more fight before Pantoja. We all know he isn't ready for him. They need to make Pantoja Merab super fight to save both divisions. I think Van is ready. It all depends on how does he deal with the back takes of Pantoja. I think Van beats him up on the feet. And my Guru Joe Rogan impression is too funny. Okay. Corey can fight. Look at the fight versus TJ Dillashaw. Don't sleep on Corey. I will. TJ is incredible, and he beat the piss out of Corey. I mean, TJ looked really good in that fight. The best MMA Guru video for me is the one where he creates a theory that Jon Jones is gay. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have a problem if Jon was gay, but that's funny, right? No, like, Pantoja has never finished anyone in one round. Alex Perez. People forget, man. What? Oh, yeah. I love man because this is your real hair, obviously. This guy your friends give, I have no idea, and I couldn't care less. What's your opinion on what the fuck question is that? I like Van. I can't see him winning. I can. Oh, a GSP is the GOAT? I mean, okay. Okay. But I got to get ready for work. I really appreciate you guys. Put 50 on Derek Lewis to KO Tallison. I had to, man. Let's go. Marab is... I also have a betting video, Guru, on my channel for this UFC Nashville. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Marab is going to put his nuts on Corey's chin. Yeah. Enjoy the day, brother. Until next time. I appreciate you. Have a great one. I'll see you guys next time.